Hello, hello, boys and girls. This is Others, of course, and welcome back to another Q&A. I haven't made any of these in a very long time. Hope you guys can forgive me. Let's start off with the first question, of course, from Twitter, and as usual, my Twitter is in the description below. I try to tweet as much as possible. Some days I don't tweet at all. Some days I tweet 2 or 3 pictures and some fun stuff, basically. So follow me, it's not gonna hurt you, for sure. I'm no spammer, but I try to upload something at least that's fun and interesting. So Crafty Gamer asks, how old are you and how did you become a YouTube? Like, what led you to this? I am 26 years old. I think a lot of people that subscribe to me already know these kinds of things, but I guess like some people might not know, so I will still answer the question. I'm 26 years old. I live in Sweden. I'm of course a dude. That's pretty obvious. It would be sad if I was a girl. I would be like a leprechaun or like a dwarf lady with tons of beard. But yeah, what got me into YouTube was actually watching YouTube. I've done since YouTube basically started out, like a year after YouTube was launched. I've watched tons of videos on YouTube, but the first video I uploaded was actually a Ruka Ruka Ali video that was like re-uploaded because YouTube was taking down his shit. I'm not that very interested in his music any longer, but I still think it's really funny, like provocative music. But the first real video I made myself was actually me wanting to show some cool things from single player to the guys that were playing on my multiplayer server that I was playing on. I was playing with some British boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and that kind of good stuff. And the multiplayer back then of Minecraft was a whole different game. Like, it was missing like almost everything from single player. So if you wanted to show anything cool, you need to make a video of it, and I did. I downloaded like 3 fraps. You can only like record for 10 minutes, and then I just uploaded the gameplay. And I think one of the first ones I did was like minecarts and how to find diamonds and that kind of stuff. And that kind of, yeah, a lot of people like those videos, like more than just the guys on the server and girls from the server. I think there was 1 or 2 girls on the server. Yeah, so simply wanted to see more videos of me, and I started doing more, and I did a lot of tutorials. Then I ran out of things to do in tutorials, and I did something I promised myself I would never do, a let's play, because I personally didn't like let's plays back then. But I think that was because I haven't watched the right people either. I think I saw Sly Foxhound just shortly after I started my let's play and really liked his let's play, and I kind of took a lot of inspiration from him, also Cnatters and Tapes. Next question. The Scholar. What was your favorite show when you were a kid? I loved something that was called Bumbibjörnarna. I basically Disney Ducks. That basically means time for Disney, and it was a show that went on Fridays in Sweden, and it had Luftens hjältar, Bumbibjörnarna, Darkwing Duck. It also had the Gizmo guy, the duck that had like 1 wheel and had an armored suit. These are like Swedish names for them because I really don't know the English name for it, but it's like Bumbibjörnarna. Hurra, för här kommer Bumbibjörnarna, studsar fram genom sagorna och vi får följa med. And we had Luftens hjältar there, that's like with Baloo, and it was like, oh god, how did that go? Oh no, I'm not gonna sing it. I just realized I lose subscribers every time I sing, so I'm not gonna do it. Next question. Samuel Cardenas, I guess. Q&A. What was your first PC and when did you get it? PS, I just got done watching your stream. Loved your Feed the Beast. Keep up the videos. Thank you very much, man. My first PC was actually bought to me, both for me and my family. It was 2000, the Christmas of 2000, so basically 14 years ago. And my mom and dad had been waiting for so long to get me and my brother a PC. We were like the last kids to get a PC in our class, but my dad went big. He went for a 19-inch screen. That was huge back then. That was like having a 32-inch like PC screen like now. It was like considered ridiculously big, and you don't need it. 1080p, 60 Hz refreshing rate, a 64 megabyte memory graphics card from GeForce. It didn't even have a fan back then. A 1 gigahertz processor. Most processors only had 200 megahertz, basically 0.2 gigahertz or 500 back then, so it was like a huge leap. And it had, I think, 512 megabytes of DDR2 RAM memory, so it was like a beastly PC. Everyone was so jealous at me and my brother in school when we got it. Me and my brother was super happy. My parents hid it in the dirty laundry, so we couldn't actually find it. So they managed to keep it a secret all until we actually opened it. Next question, Simon Klangeryd. I guess that's a Swedish guy. Oh yeah, it's Swedish. Vilken är ditt bästa barndomsminne / hälsningar från Göteborg? What's your favorite childhood memory? Greetings from Gothenburg. I would say going to, oh god, Kent and, oh god, basically my parents had some friends over in a city called Sundsvall in Sweden, or a town, I don't know what to call it, and they had a cabin right next to the ocean, and we used to go there and like during the summers and quad bike, canoeing, fishing, and swimming, and it was amazing. That's actually the first time I saw a little bit of Star Wars, but we weren't allowed to see it because it was like R-rated, so I mean my brother was so pissed off, but we went swimming instead and was happy. Next question! Noak, I guess. Hi Anders, hi A. If you could bring one game to life, like CS or Minecraft, etc., what would it be and why? For the Q&A, smiley face. I think I would bring, like, if you're talking about bring back to life, like make it really popular and everyone plays it, it would probably be World in Conflict or Ruse. Those are strategy games, and those are the strategy games that I was really fucking good at. I was top 10 in World in Conflict when it came to one-on-one matches. This is kind of like StarCraft stuff. And Ruse, I was top 3. I actually was number 1 for a couple of days, but I was usually number 3 or number 2 on the world leaderboard, and I loved those games a lot because I was basically one of the best ones in the world, and that's a pretty goddamn fucking awesome feeling. Sadly though, not many people play those games, so it wasn't that cool to actually be number 1, so I don't know. If I would bring them back to life, I probably wouldn't be number 1 anyways, but it was still awesome. Next question, Theodore Jönsson. Have you ever robbed a Mexican monkey? Question mark. Yep, I rob Mexican monkeys every Saturday night. It's my favorite pastime. I have no fucking clue what that question is about, but it's damn funny. Next question. A16 Anders, how much money would you give your dying dick? Question mark. Also, what is your favorite body part? Favorite body part is probably my dick. It's an extension of me. I don't know. I have no clue actually, but I would say my dick is pretty important. So I would basically give whatever money I could to save it. Literally, like I would pay anything to save it. I would literally like cut off one of my arms or one of my legs to save it. That's how much I would pay to save it, honestly. Next question, James Hockey. I guess you like hockey, or that's a weird last name. In that case, sorry for ragging on your last name. What kind of things have you done for charity? Question mark. Thanks from the USA. Keep up the awesome videos. Not much, to be honest. I mean, like when one of the Minecraft dudes are doing a live stream, or when Robus is doing a live stream for charity or something like that, or some other guy I know does charity live streams, I try to help out by tweeting it out or donating money. Especially like MC Gamer and Kurt, I always try to tweet out those guys and make sure more people come and watch and donate. And I try to donate a bunch myself as well. Since I do make decent money from YouTube now, I can afford to donate. So luckily, I wasn't able to do that until like a couple of months ago, so it feels pretty goddamn good. Next question! Tim Declerc. If you were gay, which men would you like? Holy crap, that's a hard question. maybe like pretty guys. I don't know. I don't think I would be one of those gays that would want like someone that looks like me. I probably would like a gay that is like really gay, if you know what I mean. That isn't like lumberjack gay or like biker gay, but it's like, oh, that's a fancy sweater gay. I don't know. I'm not gonna say. I mean, I am 100% straight. I really can't say, but I do realize some men are attractive. So I guess one of those pretty guys, so to say. Next question. And by the way, if you guys are wondering why I say next question with such a loud voice, that's because it's actually easier to edit this in and have the questions appear at the right spot, if you know what I mean. And Neil I'm sorry for butchering your last name. What is the physical pain? Oh, what is the physically painful experience in your life? I would say a really stupid thing I did. I climbed up on the top of a truck and jumped off it and almost broke my ankle. That hurt like fucking hell. Also crashing in Åre whilst doing off skiing, that was fucking painful too. I kind of ripped out my it's called the nyckelben in Swedish. I don't know. It's collarbone. I kind of ripped out my collarbone and that hurt like fucking hell. Next question. Keys John. If you could live with generic or B-dubs, who would you choose and why? Man, I'm sorry, generic, but I would probably pick B-dubs because with B-dubs, I'm gonna live in America, and with generic, I would live in, oh god, is it Ukraine or oh god, I always get this mixed up. If he lives in Ukraine or, oh holy shit, I don't think it's not Ukraine. It's another country. Holy crap! Now I feel so bad. I feel so stupid. I know exactly on the map where it is. It's like next to the Black Sea, and kind of close to Ukraine as well. Never mind. Fuck it. Next question. I don't want to live in that country though, so that's why I picked B-dubs. Otherwise, I think B-dubs and generic are both awesome guys. Next question for real this time. Like Diaries Daily, because that name was strange, I can't say it. What would be the weirdest thing you would eat for 1 million euros or dollars? I would literally eat anything for that amount of money, as long as it doesn't include having to eat my own arm or something like that. But I would literally like let someone cut off a piece of my ass and I would eat it, like no questions asked. I mean, it's just eating something. Sure, it's gonna be gross, but 1 million euros or dollars, that's enough money that you can invest it and live off the interest the rest of your life and live good as well. So yeah, I would definitely eat whatever. Next question. Kurama, I guess. Do you have any teddy bear you sleeping with or collect them? I have no teddy bears at all. I used to have Snoopy the dog as a kid that I loved over anything else. I fucking loved him. I also used to have a polar bear and a monkey with like really long arms that I really loved. But around age, I think 8 or 9, I really didn't give a shit about those ones. The only teddy bear or stuffed animal I gave a shit about was my brother's penguin. And I loved to like dip my brother's penguin in the toilet. I was a really bad big brother. I was evil. Next question. Jackie Cartwright. What was your previous job before becoming a full-time YouTuber? I've had a ton of jobs, but the last job I had was as a telemarketer selling newspapers, actually. I hated that job. I mean, I had really nice co-workers and bosses, but I hated the job because it always felt like you were calling them and they got pissed off because you called and they really don't want shit to do with your goddamn newspaper. So yeah, it kind of sucked because of that. Next, and I think last question, because we've been at this for like 14 minutes now, so the video is becoming a little bit too long. Zach the Great. Anders, how do you feel about how well received your videos of your wind-blowing toilet was? Question mark. That's a weird question, but I'm actually a little bit pissed off. It kind of sucks that I actually like 90,000 people watched that goddamn video, and only like 40,000 watched DayZ and Battlefield and Counter-Strike, and like 60,000 watched Feed the Beast and Minecraft and that stuff. So I was a little bit pissed off, but still happy. I mean, like, don't get me wrong here, YouTube isn't all about money for me, so the more views a video gets, the more happy I get. So I was actually happy it got a lot of views. Just kind of sucks that it wasn't one of those well-made videos that I put lots and lots of hours of doing, because that video literally took 30 seconds to make, like 15 seconds to record, then I just uploaded it with my phone and named it, and then bada bim. Most Minecraft and Counter-Strike videos usually takes 4 to fucking 10 hours to make, so you can imagine me getting a little bit pissed off when a video that I put like literally no work at all into got so many views, but it still made me happy though. That's, as I said, that's the last question as usual. Thank you guys so much for watching, have a wonderful day, bye bye.